Is this the Meizu 22 you've been waiting for? The long-lost white panel, the long-lost small size, the long-lost ultrasonic wave. The ups and downs of Meizu 22 are finally here. Was Meizu white under the tree? Isn't this 8S4? Love is unsolvable. This size is still a little small. Wow, isn't this a certain 14 or a certain 15? 80, right? Seko Binami. Good review. Hello, it's a bit unreasonable to give this flagship phone a clear case and put it in the second half of 2025. The molding of this new phone is a bit strange. First of all, you need it. It is connected to this lens. Then we unveil the screen. Wow, it's in Meizu white. When you're actually using it, you will find that the appearance of Meizu 22 is still a little different from its competitors. Then let's turn on the pressure. Meizu's long-lost ultrasonic wave. Move your finger in a circle. Press and slowly circle in the recognition area. He said there is no need to lift your hand. The red one is its AI button. Let's take a look at the settings of 401. In a single machine, you can set it to AC Assistant or some of these functions. This function is similar to the previous Meizu Note 16. Long press can also be selected. Here it is. The color scheme this time is still Meizu white. I can see that this is very different from the last Meizu 21 series. First of all, the size is 6.3 inches, 71 millimeters wide, 190 grams heavy. The grip feel is obviously better than the 6.55-inch Meizu 21. The balance ratio has also been changed from 19.5 to 9 to 20 to 9. The sense of spaciousness is gone. The 50-50 balance ratio and the addition of 4G 3D back cover make the bare phone feel almost perfect, in my opinion. The design of the metal Daiko is quite exquisite. There is also a layer of glass material embedded on the Daiko above, which makes the lens seem to be floating, and it does not have the void black treatment. This feeling of not being stained with fingerprints is really cool. The AC Thunder Halo is also continued. The screen is 6.3 inches, Huasing C9 1.5K, 182Hz LTPO full-powered. The 1780 nits of the wave is locked to the hardware and the small light of the full-field ladder. The 0.8mm fourth-level white panel is still unique. This is the unique beauty of vulgarity. This generation of iMac was directly cut off. That is to say, the original repress is gone. You tap to return and long press to call out AC. You can't return to the main interface by repressing. This leads to the next problem. When we turn on the flashlight on the lock screen, don't we have the pressure bar feedback before? You can repress it to turn it on directly, but now it has been unified into a long press. However, this Flyme AIOS 2 long press is very difficult to use. In many cases, you can't call out the camera at all. If you put your hand on it, it will have a serious accidental touch. Meizu spent an extra half-month polishing the image. The 350-megapixel main cameras on the main business network are OV50H. Why does this look so familiar? Didn't Li Nan say at the launch of Meizu 21 Pro that shooting Xiao Hongshu is vulgar enough? Meizu 22 is unlikely to continue the hardware of 21 Pro. This is the full-blooded version of OV50H. The AIOS super transparent coating and rotation process are also added. The picture will be more panoramic and clear. And the triple periscope telephoto is MX882. It has a telephoto macro lens and is the first to feature full-focus portrait photography. This generation also added simulated film. Let's swipe up and see the classic positive natural color, popular retro, and silver classic simulated film. Other filters are the same as before. ZTE's camera experience is the opposite of its competitors. The front wrist and the front album are reversed. Can you stand this? There is an additional AI filter in the editing AI function. Here, there are some bright, gentle, warm, and messy ones. These are the classic filters. But to be honest, I can't see where the AI is. The other AI tools are the same as before. Then in my actual test, its crasserby removal function is really much stronger than last year's Flyme AIOS. The overall smearing is also very advanced and clean. You can't see the AI feeling at all. I remember this was really poorly done last year. Then it also has this kind of AI repair, such as AI ultralight dereflection, deglare, demotion blur, and demelvin. So at present, Flyme AI's S2's photo AI capabilities are also quite impressive. The 5510 mAh battery is paired with 80-watt wired and 66-watt wireless charging, a major upgrade for the Sol 11. It supports IP66 and IP68 water and dust resistance. Let's see how AC performs after a year of evolution. What do you think of the OnePlus 13? Let's change to a competitor's OnePlus 13. OnePlus 13 is a flagship phone with excellent performance. It's not why Xiao Ai knows AC. I don't know what it's doing. In terms of the system, let's take a look at the upgrade of the lock screen. First of all, we can add different layouts. As for the dynamic wallpaper, the official one gives you the floating light wall and the fallen wood scene. The three flowers are very beautiful. Let's take a look, but it doesn't have this kind of animation of moving the mirror to the bottom. You see, after you lock the screen, it is directly black, and then its display screen is expanded. I think this is very fragmented. You see, its original ribbon is very fragmented. Even after you lock the screen, it disappears directly.
Then I adjusted it myself. At this time, it can go from the C screen to the lock screen and then to the middle screen to complete a set. But after you press the lock screen, it is still directly black and then slowly expands. It can correspond here. It has a convenient management and switch appearance. Long press on the lock screen interface and long press again to edit the appearance to unlock. We can quickly adjust it here, including its editing. There are a total of 4 styles of the C screen that I created. I suggest you use this synchronized lock screen function. The sense of separation with the other ones is too strong. Secondly, when it comes to the lock screen, your background color can be automatically removed for you, and your time can also be freely changed in color, but it seems that its size cannot be changed now. You can also add its depth of field occlusion relationship. On the desktop, you can choose to follow the lock screen, and then you can choose blur, dyed quicksand, wings, dress, silk, and durian for special effects. From what I have seen, I think the best looking one is quicksand. It feels very natural and looks very good. Let's take a look at other styles. Here I just chose the personality in the beauty of time. It's still very good looking. There's also a modern era, but I don't recommend it. Do you think you can see the time clearly with this thing? And with this C screen, you can't see anything clearly. What are you doing? The problem is that your time is so long and you shrink it so short. I feel that you can't see it clearly, and the lock screen will look very messy. It's useless to change the color of other AIOS, BG, and so on are just the previous ones, so there is nothing much to say. This time, the Meizu 22 is a new product in the Meizu digital series. It is positioned in a perfect 6.3-inch size. It is a flagship with a loose experience that meets the needs of more people. And the subsequent digital series will no longer distinguish between Pro and standard versions. They want to make a good phone in one step. Okay, that's all for this video. If you think this video is helpful to you and you like Meizu 22, then let's do a triple like.